Welcome to The Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Dave Bryan. The Pittsburgh Steelers recently lost a few players via free agency and a few others via contract terminations. While one of those players, inside linebacker Vince Williams, seems to have received a great send-off from fans of the team on social media, a few others, such as cornerbacks Mike Hilton and Steven Nelson, certainly seem to receive the direct opposite, and that's very disturbing. Hilton was quite a find for the Steelers several years ago, and unfortunately for him, he got trapped in the team's restricted free agent trap. That trap resulted in Hilton being severely underpaid for several seasons. You know it, and I know it. While he would have loved to have remained with the Steelers this offseason, it just wasn't in the cards for him, and due mainly to his market value and Steelers' salary cap situation. He ultimately signed a nice contract with the Cincinnati Bengals, obviously one of the Steelers' foes in the AFC North Division, and I guess that's what has the ire of fans now. Yin should be happy that Hilton is finally getting a big payday, as he deserves it just the same. As for Nelson, the huge rush of hate he's received on social media this past week sadly seems to have trumped that of Hilton. Nelson quickly being jettisoned from the Steelers doesn't appear to be of his own doings, however. In fact, it looks like he was blindsided by the Steelers these last few weeks, as it has become more and more obvious that the team's plan was to re-sign cornerback Cameron Sutton on the cheap and then send Nelson packing due to the $8.25 million base salary he was scheduled to earn in 2021. Nelson taken to social media a few days ago to publicly ask that he be released and not be held hostage any longer while the Steelers explored trade options for the cornerback was certainly understandable. After all, he had just witnessed two other street free agent cornerbacks, Kyle Fuller and Adoree Jackson, both signed very nice deals with other teams. If I were him, heck, I would have been screaming to get back on the free agent street as well. The Steelers quickly obliged Nelson's request. Nelson gave the Steelers 2 good seasons and on the surface appeared to be a good teammate. He never caused problems from where I sit. Things didn't work out for him to stay a third season, and that's fine. Don't hate on the guy out the door because of that. In closing, the NFL is a business. As much as we would like players to stay with one team for their entire NFL careers, it just doesn't happen that way. Free agency and the salary cap dictates that several players will come and go to various teams throughout their careers. When players leave the Steelers specifically, and for whatever reason, wish them well and thank them for their time spent with the team if you would like. Or do nothing at all and ignore the player's exit altogether, as that is fine as well. Whatever you do, don't hate or troll a player on his way out of Pittsburgh, and especially if he's been a model member of the organization in whatever time he's been with the Steelers, which was the case with Hilton, Sutton, Williams, and Tyson Alualu, just to name the most recent ones. Good day. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Kozora every Tuesday and Friday.